offers the most qualified job candidates with immediate results. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter free. That's right, free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/ABC Radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/ABC Radio for your free trial. ZipRecruiter.com/ABC Radio.
Voters in Georgia, or at least one district, will be casting tomorrow in the 6th Congressional District. This volunteer has been working on behalf of Democrat Jon Ossoff.
If we can show the nation as the Democratic Party, we can pull together, re-energize, regroup, and pull behind a candidate and turn a seat that's been red for almost 30 years, that's going to make a great statement.
Well, the other side is fighting, too. Republican Karen Handel doing very well in the polls. She and Ossoff are neck and neck. Police in Virginia say remains found in a pond could be those of a teenage girl who disappeared after leaving a mosque. She was walking with her friends when they say she got into a dispute with a man in a car. That is the person they assaulted and may have possibly killed her. They are still investigating. A woman from Connecticut is facing additional time behind bars after lying about her health to avoid going to prison.
37-year-old Aaliyah Davis is scheduled to be sentenced in federal court in New Haven after pleading guilty to several crimes in December, including lying about having cancer to avoid reporting to prison on an earlier fraud conviction. Davis had already been sentenced to 4 years in prison in 2014 for a scheme that defrauded Mass Mutual. Prosecutors say she got deferments for her prison sentence by lying that she had terminal cancer. Her lawyer says a fair sentence would be adding 12 to 18 months on top of her previous 4-year prison sentence. Mark Remillard, ABC News.
Extreme heat wave in the Southwest continues, 120 degrees in Phoenix. This is ABC News.
A good night's sleep starts with the right pillow. That's where MyPillow comes in, and now for a limited time, just go to MyPillow.com, click the Radio Listener Special tab, and use promo code SKY to get 2 premium king or queen pillows and 2 additional Go Anywhere travel pillows, all for 50% off and free shipping. That's MyPillow.com, promo code SKY, or call 1-800-635-1825, 1-800-635-1825.
I'm Sherry Preston, ABC News.
You know, Oakland Feed and Seed, Oakland Road in Spindale, has been part of the family for years. Your granddad, your dad, and now this generation is depending on the great inventory, excellent service, and better pricing. Listen to some of these items we need probably right about now. 10-10-10 fertilizer, $9.50 a bag. Dog food, fire and ant killer in spray and granular. Flea and tick prevention. Carpenter bee traps, weed killer, and so much more. Go see Scott and his team today at 770 Oakland Road, Spindale, and keep the family tradition going.
We'll see a mix of clouds and sun today. It should be warm and humid, and we could have some hit-and-miss showers and maybe a couple of stronger severe thunderstorms, mainly in the afternoon and evening. Highs today will reach about 84 to 89. We'll have a good shot at evening showers and storms tonight. Those will taper off later with lows in the upper 60s to low 70s. We'll run a little less humid on Tuesday under variably cloudy skies. A slender chance of a thunder shower, mainly over the southern half of the state. Highs about 76 to 81. I'm Mike Moss in the Weather Center.
It is a beautiful day in the neighborhood, although cloudy this morning. We're starting out with cloudy skies with 71 degrees right now, getting up to about 84. Heat index around 90, and there is a big chance of some afternoon showers, possibly even some mid-morning. We'll watch that. Matter of fact, that's in the forecast all week long. Scattered showers with highs around 80 to 85 throughout the period. 86 on Thursday, 86 on Friday, and Saturday, 88 degrees with a heat index of around 93 on Saturday, with some possibilities of pop-up showers. Nothing major, just those ever-loving afternoon showers we've been experiencing, and that should be where we're going with our weather. 71 right now here at WCAB in Rutherford. We're being kind to Amanda Butterfield today. She's the doctor over at White Oak Manor, and we're wishing her a happy, happy birthday. Now we'll have these death announcements. Mr. Donald Raymond McIntyre, Sr., age 80, of Freemantown Road, passed away Saturday while being cared for at Mission Hospital in Asheville. Funeral services will be held 2 p.m. Tuesday at Gilkey Church of God, Rutherfordton, with Reverend Chris Kennedy and Reverend Jack Crane officiating. The body will lie in state 30 minutes prior to the service. The burial will follow at Piney Knob Baptist Church Cemetery, with military honors provided by the Rutherford County Veterans Honor Guard. The family will receive friends from 6 until 8 o'clock tonight at Crow's Mortuary in Rutherfordton. Crow's Mortuary is assisting the family of Raymond McIntyre Sr. Eldon Reed Humphreys, age 87, of Rutherfordton, died Saturday at Oak Grove Health Care Center. The funeral service will be at Calvary Baptist Church in Rutherfordton at 11 o'clock today, with Reverend Rick Wall and Reverend Brian Harden officiating. The body will lie in state 30 minutes prior to the service. Burial will be at Calvary Baptist Church Cemetery. Military honors will be given by the Rutherford County Honor Guard. Mike Mahan's funeral home and cremation service in charge of the arrangements for Eldon Humphreys. Minnie M. Fox, age 87, of Cliffside, passed away Thursday at her residence. The graveside service will be conducted at 1 o'clock today in Graceland East Memorial Park in Simpsonville, South Carolina, with Reverend Ernie Cole officiating. Harrelson Funeral and Cremation Services has been entrusted with the arrangements for Minnie M. Fox. Reverend Robert Bobby Rape, Sr., age 70, of Rutherfordton, passed away Saturday at his residence. The funeral service will be conducted at 7 o'clock Tuesday at the Harrelson Funeral Chapel, with Reverend Danny McCain and Reverend Ronnie Tippins officiating. Burial will be private at Sulphur Springs Congregational Holiness Church Cemetery. Family will receive friends 1 hour prior to service time at the funeral home. Harrelson Funeral and Cremation Services has been entrusted with the arrangements for Reverend Bobby Rape, Sr. James Eugene Duffy, age 82, of Rutherfordton, passed away Saturday, June 10th at his home. Services to be held Wednesday, June 21st at 4 p.m. at Kingdom Hall of Jehovah's Witness, Birch Hutchins Road, Forest City. That's June 21st. Crow's Mortuary is assisting the family of James Eugene Duffy. John Wineski was born July 26 in Evanston, Illinois, and he passed away. And his services will be held Friday, June 30th at 11 o'clock at Fairfield Mountains Chapel, with a reception for the family to follow. Crow's Mortuary is assisting the family of John Wineski. Those are the death announcements we have in-house this morning. The complete information on these and others as they become available to us can be heard today at 11:35 and then again at 5:10 as part of the afternoon report here on the most information for the Foothills, WCAB Rutherfordton.
TheHill.com is reporting that Democrat leaders are ramping up the pressure. They're trying to get the unhinged members of their party to shut up and stop trying to force a vote on impeaching Trump. Brad Sherman, Democrat California, really odd guy, released a draft article of impeachment against President Trump. He says that Trump obstructed justice by allegedly asking Comey to let the Mike Flynn investigation go. Sherman has been circulating his impeachment draft, trying to build support from other unhinged Democrats. Now, at a Tuesday meeting, Democrat leaders pushed back. They warned Sherman that his impeachment push could hurt them in 2018. Sherman was told that he wasn't showing courtesy to party members, that a discussion should be held within the family before any such actions were taken. That did not stop other unhinged partisans from siding with Sherman. Auntie Maxine Waters and a few other kooks encouraged him. The truth is that Democrats are between a rock and a hard place here. They know their unhinged and genuinely lunatic base will turn on them if they don't appear to fight Trump hard enough. Their party's in shambles and on track to lose even more elections. We've already seen what one member of the Democrat base, living on a steady diet of political hate, was willing to do. If Democrats keep on doing what they're doing, stoking flames of anger like this, they're going to produce many more shooters like him. My friends, there is a common assumption about identity theft. Many people think it's just credit card fraud, but that's only one form of identity theft. And if you're just monitoring your credit and checking your bank statements, you could miss other forms of identity theft, like your personal information being sold on the dark web, or even somebody draining your 401k. It's a good thing there's LifeLock. They use proprietary technology to detect and alert you to a wide range of identity threats. And if you have a problem, one of their U.S.-based restoration specialists will work to fix it. Now, of course, no one can prevent all identity theft or monitor all transactions at all businesses. Join now and get 10% off when you visit lifelock.com/rush or call them at 800-440-4833. Make sure you use the promo code RUSH. lifelock.com/rush and save 10%.
Friends don't let friends tune to any other radio station. Good friends recommend AM 59. Shouldn't you be a good friend?
Sergeant Alberto Velasco faced an uncertain future after serving his country.
At the age of 27, I was involved in a motor vehicle accident. Mentally and physically, I was just done. I don't know where I would be without paralyzed veterans.
Winston Woodard III, Paralyzed Veterans of America.
My job as a service officer is to ensure these veterans have what they need to thrive and move forward with their lives. We are there providing expertise with VA benefits, assistance, and advocacy.
Thank you, Paralyzed Veterans.
Learn more at pva.org, a public service of Paralyzed Veterans of America.
It's a for sure thing. Sisk Family Ford in Forest City is earning a quality reputation for offering an attractive inventory of new and used cars and trucks. If you want a new Ford truck, you'll be a smart shopper to let Sisk Family Ford quote you a deal. From a car for the newlywed to the car for the large family, let the Sisk Family Company help your family get the best deal. Stop by and welcome Terry Date back to Forest City. Sisk Family Ford, Oak Street, Forest City.
You know, when you need a plumber, you want someone with a reputation of getting right out to you and getting the job done for you the right way. That'll be Olmsted Plumbing. Since 1973, the Olmsted family has been serving homeowners and builders with the best of service. From unclogging a drain to replacing fixtures and appliances to remodeling jobs, their top quality work, fair prices, and punctual service has made them the area's leading plumbing firm. Eric and Chad are continuing that family tradition, and they'd like to serve you. Call 245-7302. Experience plus equipment equals excellence. Olmsted Plumbing at 245-7302.
When the Civil War broke out, Texas entered on the side of the Confederacy. The cattle ranchers eagerly joined up. They moved their families in with friends and left their cattle to be looked over by men too young or too old to serve. During the Civil War, the Union blockaded the ports of Texas. As a result, a cow was only worth $1 or $2. That is, if a buyer could be found. Typically, those left to oversee the cattle weren't getting paid, so they ended up going elsewhere. The defeated ranchers returned to Texas to find their homes in disrepair, their cattle scattered everywhere, and as wild as deer. Texas was affected less by the destruction of the Civil War than most southern states. In addition, the state was sparsely settled. With cattle running wild and land to be had, men and their families from the north and south seeking a new start started migrating to Texas. It wasn't unusual for a ranch headquarters to be a one-room shack. With no trees, a rancher had to cut 10 by 18-inch pieces of sod and use them as bricks. Any wood he could find was put to a more valuable use as corrals for horses. In one corner of the shack was often a fireplace made of mud. The floor was dirt, usually with a surface made of a combination of mud, ash, and animal blood. The thick walls made it cool in the summer and warm in the winter. A new cattle rancher would then make a trip to the county seat to check the brands in the area and register his own. Now that we have our ranch and brand, the next time we're together, we'll get some cattle. You've just heard another story from Chronicle of the Old West. I'm Dakota Livesay.
Well, the Owls had a good night last night after the rain delay. They beat the Asheboro group at 2-1. Owls heard right here last night. And the Braves had a good day on Sunday. They beat the Marlins 5-4. Now let's get started with our Monday morning news report as we go circling around the counter to find out what's been going on. We stop first with the Sheriff's Department. Officer Bailey's on the phone to give us an update. Good morning. How you doing today?
I'm doing well. Hope you are.
Doing great, thanks. What's on the report from the weekend?
In the last 48 hours, the Sheriff's Office has responded to 273 calls for service. There's been 17 arrests made, and the jail's currently housing 189 inmates. On incident reports, a Stanley Coffey of Forest City reported a break and enter in a motor vehicle and a larceny after breaking and entering. James Boatwright of Mooresboro reported a felony breaking and entering, larceny after breaking and entering, and larceny of a motor vehicle. Martin Lipscomb of Henrietta reported some found property. There was a tan backpack found with various personal items. Kirk Biddix of Morganton reported a larceny of a motor vehicle. And for arrest reports, Wendell Bullock of Forest City was charged with non-support of a child and received a $100 bond. Brian Sisk of Forest City was charged with failure to appear on a misdemeanor and received a $6,000 secure bond. Jeffrey Callahan of Mooresboro was charged with disorderly conduct and resist a public officer. He received a $2,500 secure bond. Jamie Deaton of Mooresboro was served with a show cause order. Lee Logan of Rutherford was charged with misdemeanor probation violation and received a $5,000 secured bond. Crystal Sams of Mooresboro was also served with a show cause order. That's about all I have this morning.
Officer Bailey, we do appreciate it, and you be safe out there today.
We'll try. Thanks. Y'all have a good day.
Right, bye-bye. 18 minutes after 7 o'clock.
Here's what our customers think about McCurry Deck Chevrolet Buick GMC.
I love my McCurry Deck Buick.
I love my McCurry Deck Chevrolet.
We love our McCurry Deck GMC.
We guarantee you'll love McCurry Deck Chevrolet Buick GMC for a city.
I am definitely a McCurry Deck customer for life.
I love the price and the McCurry Deck Customer for Life Rewards program. It gives you up to $3,000 or more in rewards.
Take the easy drive to savings. McCurry Deck for a city. Discover the rewards of being a customer for life.
Here's Candy now with the 911 Communication Center report this morning. Candy, good morning. Good morning, Candy. How are you doing?
Doing good.
What's on the report?
In the past 48 hours, Rutherford County Sheriff's Office 911 Communication Center has processed 957 911 calls and administrative calls, which consisted of 111 for EMS, 21 for rescue. For law enforcement, the Sheriff's Office had 273, Forest City had 154, Rutherford had 65, Lake Lure had 20, Spindale had 113. Our fire calls, Forest City responded to a motor vehicle accident assisted by Union Mills, Hudlow to a structure fire assisted by Union Mills and Rutherford, SBO to a motor vehicle accident, and Chicken-Hollow to a motor vehicle accident. That's all we had.
Thanks, Candy. Have a good one.
You too.
Bye. And we'll check over here next door across the road here. They've got their gates open already. They're open. And they're reminding you that they have Nurture Super Premium Dog Food, light formula for $9.99. Have plenty of bird feeding as well. Black oil sunflower seed, 50-pound bag is only $18.49. Why don't you check about the Ranger Pro Weed Killer, only $39.99, 2.5 gallon. That'll do the job for you. High Yield Kills All, only $49.99 for 2.5 gallon. And they have plenty of a large selection of good used farm equipment. Plenty of baler twine. Check with them. Layer crumble available, 50-pound bags, $10.50. A lot of things like that you'll find only at Farmer's Friend Feed, Seed, and Supply. Whiteside Road, Rutherfordton. Now here's Ruby Taylor with the SDO Fire District Report. Good morning, Ruby.
Good morning.
What's on your report from the weekend?
Well, the fire department had one call, and that was to a vehicle accident. And on my birthday calendar, I've got Quentin McGill having birthday today, and hope he has a nice day. And Mr. and Mrs. Kent Baldwin and Mr. and Mrs. Jim Robbins have an anniversary, and hope they have a nice day. And the signs are in the neck today and tomorrow. And Jim, that's all I got.
Thanks so much, Ruby. Have a good day.
You too.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Hot temperatures on the highway can be brutal on your automobile. RS Speedy Lube is there to help keep your automobile running clean. Keep the oil changed regularly. They'll check the fluids and vacuum the car. Next door, get the service you need on brakes, radiator, exhaust, CV joints, and radiator flush. RS Service Center also includes service on big trucks and campers. For the best car wash, it's the RS Speedy Automatic Car Wash. RS Speedy Lube Service Center is a complete service center inside, outside, and down under Railroad Avenue, Rutherfordton.
Now we're checking over at Hudlow, over the volunteer fire district there in Hudlow community. And Bob Hodge, good morning.
Well, this is Steve Ernest from Rolling Bald.
Well, I'm misplaced here this morning.
That's all right. It's okay. It's a little foggy outside.
I forgot my rotation today. But I'm happy to talk with you anyway, Steve.
Well, it is foggy this morning, and I can't see the mountains. So I guess folks might want to give themselves a few extra minutes coming in to work this morning because it's might be a little bit difficult to negotiate in a few areas. So just throwing that out there. We had one of our residents life flighted yesterday to the hospital via mama. So we're hoping that family, wishing them in our prayers, and hopefully hopefully things will be okay for that gentleman. So
we hope so.
Yeah. So nevertheless, that's always difficult. Just one of those, I guess, part of life, and you just try to do the best you can and move along. But nevertheless, we're.
Was it one of your permanent residents or a visitor
Yes,
for
sir.
the week?
Yes, sir. Permanent resident. Yeah. So we don't have much details on it, so that's why I'm not real informative this morning. But nevertheless, we're with them. As far as this week goes, we were pretty busy this weekend. One very large wedding and a lot of parking issues, which is always a good thing. If you got difficulty with your parking, we get our employees to park way on the perimeter. It's for the customers, we want to try to give them as much space as possible. So having to deal with that this weekend was probably the most trying thing. A lot of adjustments need to be made with a lot of new employees that we have for the summer and stuff. So it's all good. It's busy, so that's the good part, and we just try to work around it and work through it. Now we're preparing for the 4th of July coming up with the fireworks, and this event is not open for the public because we got so many people here as guests. We're already totally packed. So that's a lot of folks go to the Lake Lure fireworks show they have every year, I believe on Friday or Saturday. I believe it's Saturday. So they don't exactly have it on the 4th. They try to have it on the weekend so everybody that wants to come can participate. So.
But if folks find a good parking spot down below, they can see your fireworks from above, I guess, huh?
Yes, they can. Yeah, we see folks parking in different areas along the perimeter. So, and they get to see the show, and so it's a good event for a lot of folks. So we're happy to do this every year, and it's just a good fun routine. Long day, but it's worth it.
Everybody loves fireworks.
Yes, sir. So.
And I'd rather watch them than try to set them off myself.
Well, we used to do that. Gary started that years ago, and I think somebody got injured, and after so many years of having success with it, so we didn't want to take any more chances. The fireworks were getting more intense and more dangerous, so we thought it best just to, not take those kinds of risks. And of course, it's a better show when professionals put it together anyway.
Sure.
So.
All righty. Anything else going on?
That's all I got for this weekend. It's or Monday morning. It was pretty busy.
All right, Steve, make it a good day up there, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, Jim.
Thanks. Bye-bye. That's Steve up at Rumbling Ball this morning. Well, if you've been away from Gregory's now for a few days, you're having that withdrawals, it's a good day to go back. They're open on Mondays through Saturdays at Gregory's Original. They're in the Park Lane Plaza. And there's so many good choices, and all of them are delicious, including that fresh salad bar. Or maybe one of those big shelf salads from the back. They bring it out. Boy, that's really loaded. And it's good, delicious. Call on Gregory's, too, if you have a customized catering you need done. You need special attention on the catering job. Don't trust it to anybody. Just let Gregory's handle it for you and walk away knowing it's being done right. Gregory's, 287-2171. That's Gregory's, 287-2171. That's the number to call to set up a catering. That's also the number to call for your carry-out orders. Now, this is Bob Hodge over at Hudlow. Bob, I was trying to put you on there twice this morning.
Well, I know it. I appreciate that.
I was so anxious to get to talk to you, I just skipped over to Rumbling Ball and went straight to you.
I know it there. Yeah. You just can't wait to talk to me there.
That's right.
Well, Jim, I hope you're having a good morning there.
I am so far.
Yeah, for Monday morning anyway here. Look like gonna be, it might get a little stormy day up here today, where the weather report talks there. So have to be prepared for a thunderstorm to popping up later on this morning. And Jim, up here with the fire department, Saturday and Sunday there, yesterday, last night, we answered a call to a tree down on Old Ballpark Road and had a vehicle fire call, Highway 64, Nostra Justice Road. And then we answered a few medical calls. And that's about it with the fire department. Hope things are running along pretty quiet up here today. And Jim, that's about it on this Monday afternoon here. And so you take care and might better carry your umbrella today there.
Try to keep it close by a rain hat or something, because it may come any time.
That's right, because that's the way it's looking like today. So, but you take care, Jim, and I'll talk to you in the morning.
Thanks, Bob. I appreciate it. Bye.
All right.
Bob Hodge, and you can hear him in the afternoons with the afternoon report most days, too. 28 now past 7.
The Recliner Center is happy to introduce new styles of Spring Air mattresses. Some come with the cool gel that you're going to love. Remember the days when you could flip your mattress? Well, Spring Air is now offering the flippable mattress. Check out these for a really great night's sleep. The Recliner Center is needing to make room for some new styles of lift chairs, recliners, and sofas, and you're going to get some special deals on the floor models and extra inventory in the store. Now, you always know you get the best deals in town at the Recliner Center, and now's the best time to go shopping. Check on the inventory of new recliners, sofas, and lift chairs coming in. Now, some of the styles have a new water-repellent fabric. Water beads up instead of soaking into the fabric. Leave it to the Recliner Center to offer you the best choices and best prices. Ask to see the new wall hugger style furniture. Hours are Wednesday through Friday 9 to 5 and Saturday 9 to 2. The Recliner Center on Cooper's Gap Road in Rutherfordton.
They have so many things, but let me just give you a sort of a brief listing of some of the things you'll find at Washford store. Rocking chairs and stools, all sizes, handcrafted candles, Africans, beautiful North Carolina made Africans, aprons and bonnets, Guilford meal, cornmeal and grits, pancake mix, sweet potato, gingerbread mixes, Carolina carpenter bee traps, cheerwine, honey, jams and jellies, all those plus much more. Each time you walk in the Washford store, you know the inventory is going to be great. You can find actually more than you came for, because it's so exciting to walk through the store and find what you're looking for, plus more. Visit Washburn General Store today between Bostic and Sunshine on the Bostic Sunshine Highway and get a real pleasure out of this day. Washburn Store. Go see them real soon, maybe even today. Speaking of the Washburn community, Sunshine and Bostic area, somewhere there between Bostic and Sunshine, we find a beautiful little spot called the Cherry Mountain Fire District. That's where Sue Price is this morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Jim.
How are you?
I'm doing good. Hope you are.
I am. Mm-hmm.
Did you have a good Father's Day?
I really did. Had a good day.
Well, good.
My son came, had lunch with me, and we had a good day.
That's good. Well, I got 72 degrees over here this morning, so it's starting off warm, and I'm going to guess that it's going to get a whole lot warmer before the day's over. But anyway, we take what comes. And let's see, I have no calls from the fire department. I have no birthdays on my church calendar. On my personal calendar, I got an anniversary for Pastor Gary and Donna Smith. And, of course, they're on Fairview's calendar also. And First Broad has birthdays for Robert Bradley and Devin Smith. So I hope Preacher Bradley will have a good day today. He's been having some health problems. The Ellenboro Women's Club is taking orders for baked goods. Pickup day is June 29th, beginning at 4 p.m. To order or for more information, please call Carol at 453-7768 or Jane at 245-2008. And so far, that is the only announcement I have. It's just been quiet and calm over this way, and looking for a good day, and I hope you'll have one, Jim.
Thanks very much, Sue. Enjoy your day, too, and I'll see you back here bright and early tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Terry Mountain, reporter Sue Price on the radio with me. 32 now past the hour of 7. We're being kind today to Amanda Butterfield. She's a doctor over at the White Oak Manor home there at Oscar Justice Drive, and we wish her a happy birthday.
Health insurance is complicated, and with healthcare reform on the way, it's not getting any simpler. If you've got questions, we've got agents. Your local Farm Bureau insurance agent can walk you through the changes and offer you the right healthcare plan with the right benefits for you. Healthcare may be changing, but our superior service isn't. North Carolina Farm Bureau Insurance. Helping you is what we do best.
In Rutherford County, please call 287-2428.
North Carolina Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company, Farm Bureau Insurance of North Carolina, Inc., Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, an independent licensee of the Blue Cross and Blue Shield Association.
Now let's head upstate Union Mills and get the Kelly report from none other than Brenda Kelly. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you on this cloudy, marvelous Monday?
It's I'm beginning to see a little sun peeking out over here in the
well, good.
across the road here.
Yeah.
I don't know how long that's going to last, but it's looking good right now.
Yeah, it's still cloudy up here, but that's all right.
Yeah, it's cloudy here, but the sun's peeking behind one of those clouds. I can't see exactly how it looks, but I see sun.
It's a winking at you.
It is, yeah. It's going to be a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Yeah, in the neighborhood. Yeah. We hope everybody's having a good day today on this Monday. I've got 66 degrees, and since Saturday night, I think the storm hit about 15 after 10, and then the one we had yesterday, we had 1.5 inches of rain out of it. And yesterday, boy, it come up and the wind blowed, and it just looked like sheets of rain. It looked like it was coming in sideways instead of down from the sky. But
it did, yeah. At our place as well. It was blowing in sideways.
Yeah, and let's see. I was coming up 221 yesterday from Spindale, and when I got up there to Gilkey, I noticed a tree down in this yard close to the road, not in the road, but almost. But I didn't go that way when I went down, but I did come back that way. But I said, well, we've had some strong winds somewhere. That might have been from Saturday night, because we had a storm come through Saturday night, too. So.
What time Saturday night?
About 15 after 10.
Really?
Yeah, because I was watching a Hallmark movie, and I'd got interested in it. Normally, I don't set up that late, and I thought, well, now, and it lost signal. And then it wasn't just a minute. Now, you could hear the thunder and see the lightning and everything, and it rained, and the wind blowed in, too, and I thought, well, so finally I kept trying to get it to come back on it, and then finally about 10 to 11 it come back on, the signal come back. So I got to watch the last 5 or 6 minutes of it.
You got to see how it ended.
Yeah, I got to see how it ended. It didn't matter about.
They all end about the same way, don't they?
Yeah, but it didn't matter that I missed that 30 or 35 minutes of it.
Yeah. Did you get a storm? Any rain around 3:30 yesterday afternoon?
No, this was our storm came about. To be truthful with you, it might have been that time. I don't know. I had been no, because I was still in Shelby at that time. So I would say it was more around 6 or 6:30. I didn't really look at the clock, but I had went with my daughter down to see her daddy because it was Father's Day, and she wanted to know if I'd ride down there with her. I told her yeah, and so we was coming back, and we stopped at the store, and then I had to stop and get gas and come on home. And I hadn't been home long till the storm hit, so I got home somewhere around 5 or 5:30. So it was later in the evening. Ours didn't hit, but I did hear thunder on down the lower end of the county.
I was down at around 3:30, 4 o'clock. I was down in the Family Life Center at Casey Creek Baptist Church celebrating my aunt's 100th birthday, and it came down.
Oh, ain't that good?
Yeah, it came down in heavy sheets after about 20 minutes. I don't know what it was doing up here, but there it really rained. But it didn't deter our 100th birthday party at all. We just had a good time.
Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah. That was a good thing to celebrate, wasn't it?
She's a sweet lady.
It did that here too when it was like where I live, and if you look out the back door, if you're standing on the back porch, Lake Lewis to the left, and so the wind was coming from that way, and it was blowing the rain from the left to the right, and it just looked like it was, like I said, looked like it was raining sideways instead of down.
Yeah.
But and like you say, it lasted about 20 or 30 minutes. I mean, just really a hard downpour, but I was glad to get the rain because first part of the month, we didn't have a whole lot of rain. Everybody else was getting little showers, and if it hadn't been for Chad Medford paying our preacher for me, we wouldn't have got any.
He better check that money Chad Medford paid him. It could be counterfeit.
But anyway, it is what it is. But anyway, birthdays today, I've got Mary Grace Lovelace and Beverly Flack. I don't have any on Round Hill or Macedonia, so we hope these people have a great old big day. And in ways of announcements, we got a country breakfast buffet Saturday, June the 24th from 7 to 10 a.m. This will be at the White House Community Center on Painters Gap Road in Union Mills. Adults $6, children 6 to 12, $3, under 6 free, and they've got all kind of good stuff to eat. And going to have homemade applesauce and all kind of stuff like that. And then you can rent their clubhouse for a family reunion, birthday party, or other special event for $50 a day. And you can call 828-652-4502 for details. That's all I got going on right now.
All right, Brenda. Well, enjoy your Monday, and I'll see you back here bright and early Tuesday morning.
Okay, have a good one.
Thanks.
Catch you later.
Bye-bye. Well, the facts about the Miracle-Ear Genius 2.0 are really, really something. Advanced technology, the high-def sound quality adapts to your surroundings automatically. The directional focus zeroes in on conversations while reducing distracting background noise. If you've had bad experiences with that in the past, check on this Miracle-Ear Genius 2.0. Feedback cancellation. It prevents noticeable and embarrassing whistling noise that has occurred in various situations in the past. Not with this Miracle-Ear Genius 2.0. And personalized listening. The Genius system allows patients to control the sound from their smartphone if they choose to do that. Lisa Terry's got those answers for you, and she's got personal service that you'll appreciate and a free hearing test. Call her at 368-4126, 368-4126. Miracle-Ear, that's the Forest City number. In Shelby, it's 704-750-0215. Miracle-Ear for folks who really care about hearing. It can be a tough call when it comes time to provide daycare services for an aging parent or loved one. Rutherford Life Care can be just what you're looking for. Rutherford Life Care offers adults a safe and fun place during the day for medical monitoring, nutritional meals, and daily activities. Rutherford Life is licensed by the state of North Carolina Division of Aging. Call them today and let them answer questions you may have. That's 288-1697, 288-1697. Rutherford Life offers a staff of professionals who show the love and compassion that you entrust your loved ones to. That's Rutherford Life Care Services, located on Thunder Road, Spindale. Again, that phone number is 288-1697. Now let's check in with Herman Jones in Cliffside and see what's happening. Good morning, Herman.
Good morning, Mr. Jim.
What's going on down there?
Nothing.
Really?
It's quiet.
Well, I like quiet.
Yeah, everything. Yeah, we had a good weekend, Jim. A lot of traffic, but no bad news that I know of. Fire department didn't have anything.
Did you have a good Father's Day?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. You?
I did. I really did, yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed the whole weekend. Had a little activity Saturday night, and then we had some yesterday. And so I just enjoyed it all.
Pretty good, good. So everything else is...
I think I'm going to... Sir?
Go ahead.
I think I'm going to enjoy today, too. If it don't rain, I'm going to be outside doing a little piddling around.
Very good. Well,
why do they call it piddling, Jim?
Piddling. I don't know. That's a good phrase. Piddling. I don't know where that came from. It'd be interesting to do the research on that, wouldn't it?
Yeah. But I've always heard, this ain't been doing nothing, just piddling.
I used to know about whittling. I used to whittle a little bit with a piece of wood.
Well, I used to carve a little, Jim. And my daddy was a good carver. Now, he could carve. He could carve a statue or about anything that you could think of. I think my daughter might have some of his stuff that he carved.
Yeah.
I don't have anything, but he used to be a good carver.
Yeah, there's really art to that, real skill.
Yep.
I never was I wouldn't know it was a carpenter, but I did do some whittling.
No, I can't even cut my toenails hardly.
Well, listen, Herman, I hope you have a wonderful Monday, and I'll check back in with you next time.
All righty, Jim. You be good.
Thanks, Al. That's the Cliffside man, Herman Jones. It's 7:42, and Southern Carpet over here in Forest City certainly knows how to make a customer happy. If you want to be a happy customer, satisfied customer, then you need to turn to the Tony family at Southern Carpet. Phone number is 245-0310, and they're located at 1512 West Main Street, right across from North State Gas Company, just a couple of doors up from Miracle Air, as a matter of fact. And Gerald and Lynn and Clayton Tony are in the business with great work ethic, treat people fair, sell good merchandise, work hard, and they'll make you a happy customer. They've made hundreds, maybe way on to thousands over the years happy with their carpet and floor covering business. And they will do the same for you. Just let them know what you're looking for, what you like to have, your budget, they'll work with you. That's Southern Carpet. Again, let me give you that address, 1512 West Main Street. Phone them at 245-0310. Find them on the web at southerncarpet.net and also on Facebook. The entire team at Crow's Funeral Home and Cremation Services can help you with options available. They will help you find a balance between the emotional, spiritual, and financial needs of your loved one. During this time, it's important to turn to someone you can trust and depend on. Crow's Mortuary and Crow's Mortuary and Crematory has a long history of trust and dependability. Crow's Mortuary and Crematory. That's 286-2304. Well, it's Ellenboro time, and that's where we'll find Mr. Sweet Thing Luther Gilligan in Ellenboro this morning, celebrating Mondays after the weekend. Should be feeling mighty fine this morning. How you doing, Luther?
I'm doing great, having a good time.
Good.
Don't know what I'm doing, but I'm having a good time at it.
Celebrated Father's Day real good, I hope.
Hey, I had a good time yesterday.
Good.
Did Dustin, but hey, I had a good time doing it.
Well, that's always fun.
Well, I'll probably do Dustin Day, too. But no, I have a doctor's appointment today. I got to go to Spartanburg.
Oh, well.
Go back and let them look at the arm today, see what they think. I think it's great. So we'll see what they say. We'll see what they say.
You think it's still improving?
Oh yeah, it's doing great. It's better than it's been since 25th of February.
Oh, that's good.
It's back down to the size of the other one now.
Good.
My father sitting there tonight said it might be just a little bit smaller than the other one. I said, great. At least it's not twice the size of the other one.
Right.
Like it was at one time. But it's quiet there this morning. Nothing going on. The sun keeps peeking through the clouds and trying to find a hole. It's coming up over the trees. We're going to have a right nice day down here. We may get some rain this afternoon, but hey, that'll be all right. It'll wet the grass and help everything to grow and keep the ground wet. And see, the park department, they're fairly quiet over the weekend. They had 4 medical calls, and they're on a call this morning. And see, that was wrong. We have birthday to Elizabeth Young. And Mr. Claude McKinney, he's having a birthday today. So hope these people have a great day and enjoy their day. But I'm going to have a good time today, and I hope you have a good time up there.
I will have
we
a
will
great
talk
time.
To you tomorrow.
You enjoy your day.
You have a great time, too.
Get some sun on that face, and I'll see you next time.
You take care. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right, bye. That's Luther Gilligan reporting out of Ellenboro this morning, and that leaves us time for a birthday party for this 19th day of June. So if you're celebrating, call us now and we'll celebrate with you, give you a chance to win one of Granny B's cakes. 287-3356 is the phone number. We've cleared the phone lines for birthdays and anniversaries. Call now and let's celebrate your birthday or your anniversary right now.
There's a new face at Rutherford Children's Care to serve the children and the youth of Rutherford County. Dr. A.J. Grine joins our outstanding providers in examining, diagnosing, and treating patients from birth to age 21. Rutherford Children's Care is located at 162 Commercial Drive in Forest City, just behind Big Dave's Seafood. To schedule an appointment, call Rutherford Children's Care at 828-287-9325.
Well, Jackson Custom Mulford Exhaust System, they've expanded their hours of operation. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 7, Saturday, 8 to 12, and you can get professional service. If you need somebody that's qualified, they've got qualified employees of 16 years experience. Go see the folks at Jackson's Muffler. They'll do you right, and they'll take care of it, and you don't need to be driving around with faulty exhaust system. That's not very healthy. So go give them a call now and set up a time. 245-6727, 245-6727. You'll find them over there. They're right in the building right across from Staley Pallets, West Main Street, just a couple of doors up from Southern Carpet. And they're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturdays, 8 to 12. Go see the folks at Jackson's Muffler, Custom Muffler and Exhaust System. You'll be glad you did. They're professionals.
Stop into Save-A-Lot Grocery and save big money every day. Choose from a variety of name brand merchandise at incredible low prices. Save big on fresh meats, vegetables, pastries, frozen foods, deli items, and so much more. They are located in the White Oaks Plaza in Spindale. Hours are Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. until 9 p.m. and Sunday, 10 a.m. until 8 p.m. That's Save-A-Lot Grocery Store in the White Oaks Plaza in Spindale.
Well, Granny B certainly would love to help you with whatever occasion you've got coming up. If you got celebrations around July 4th, need a cake or need some pedophores, let Granny B's do those for you. You'll be satisfied with them. Your guests in your company will be pleased with them, and you'll be the hero or the heroine because you've decided to have something like Granny B's cakes and pedophores. Here's the phone number to call, 286-9012, 286-9012, and tell Granny B you want something sweet. Birthday. Happy birthday to Amanda Butterfield. She's a doctor over at White Oak Manor, and we're wishing her a happy birthday. Also celebrating today is Chris Williams. Had a birthday yesterday, actually, so we celebrate Chris today. Leonard Jackson, 83, Forest City, had a birthday yesterday. Osteen Biggerstaff, 91, at Boston yesterday. Jalen Rumfeld, 17, Cliffside. Braden Smoke is 12 today over in Forest City. Ray and Anita Rice, Ray and Anita Rice, their 40th anniversary today. They live over in Forest City. Let's see who else is, if anybody on the calendar this morning. Mary Grace Lovelace and Beverly Flack also on the birthday list today. So we want to wish them all a happy and stand by for the drawing, see who's going to win that cake from Granny B's.
A lighthouse was being built on a remote island in the Pacific. The natives of the island watched with interest the construction of this new structure that dotted their landscape. They had never seen such a thing before and clearly did not understand what it was to do. Finally, the big day arrived when construction was completed and the equipment was to be tested. As the fog slowly rolled in, they watched and listened with interest to the sight and sounds coming from the lighthouse. They lingered around for a little while and then slowly began to disband with apparent disappointment and sadness. One of the project engineers proudly asked a native what he thought of the operation. The native coldly replied, "The light shines, the bell rings, the horn blows, but the fog keeps on just the same." Lighthouses were never designed to keep the fog away, but to warn ships not to come too close to the rocky shore. Lighthouses are only helpful when warnings are observed, and we stay away from that which would cause us deadly hurt. Jesus said, "We are the light of the world." We are to be lighthouses that warn people to avoid dangerous areas that can cause disastrous results to their lives. We may not be able to keep all the fog away, but we can be a beacon of warning to others. John Wesley said, "He who governed the world before I was born shall take care of it likewise when I am dead." My part is to improve the present moment. This is Bill Hostler with today's Key to Confident Living.
Congratulations to Ray and Anita Rice of Forest City, 40 years married, and they've won the cake this morning from Grandy B's. Congratulations to them. Now stand by. We've got the job market report in just a few moments. We'll let you know where some jobs are. If you want to go to work, we got some jobs for you to go get them.
NCN News. I'm Tony Rixby. A van driver has struck a crowd of worshippers leaving a North London mosque, killing one person and injuring at least 10 others. Correspondent Charles de Ledesma has more.
London police, already stretched by a series of major incidents around the capital, are putting more officers on the streets to reassure the public after a driver ploughed into a crowd of people leaving a mosque. One man died at the scene and several others injured. Police say a suspect was arrested immediately after the attack, which is being treated as a terrorist incident. Several hundred worshippers would have been in the area at the time after attending prayers as part of the Muslim holy month of Ramadan. Britain's terrorist alert has been set at severe, meaning an attack is highly likely. Charles de Ledesma, London.
Two young people struggling to recover after nearly drowning in an ocean rip current off North Carolina's coast. The 19 and 21-year-olds from Greenville rescued from the ocean at Atlantic Beach on Sunday morning. A 6-year lifeguarding veteran, Darby Sherwood, told WITN.
I really think that the reason it's so bad this year is solely because of the beach nourishment and dredging that's been going on.
Sherwood says this season's rip currents are the worst she's ever seen. The congressman seriously wounded when a gunman opened fire at a baseball practice last week delivered a Father's Day greeting on social media. Matt Small reports.
House Majority Whip Steve Scalise sent a message on his Facebook and Twitter accounts that says his greatest joy is being a father to his 2 children and a husband to wife Jennifer. The Louisiana Republican and his family also sent their best wishes to every family, especially the dads, while thanking people for their prayers, support, and love as he continues to recover. Scalise remains in serious condition at MedStar Washington Hospital Center, where he's had several surgeries since Wednesday's shooting. Matt Small, Washington.
And you're listening to NCN News.
Every
Every day, you depend on hospitals and health systems to be there when you need them. Our state Certificate of Need law ensures healthcare services are distributed fairly across the state. But special interest groups say the law limits access. Want to know the facts? North Carolinians have better access to hospitals, surgery centers, and doctors than states without Certificate of Need. That's especially true in suburban and rural communities. Ask your elected officials to protect Certificate of Need and protect high-quality health care close to home. Message paid for by the North Carolina Hospital Association.
At Smithfield's Chicken and Barbecue, people ask us, what's the secret to your supremely good Southern fried chicken? It's no secret, it's Juicy Bird. What a great word, Juicy Bird. You know, sometimes I say it and it sounds absurd, Juicy Bird. Now, here it is, slurred, Juicy Bird. Say it without smiling, try it, and then taste it. And your mouth is going to smile too. Juicy Bird. Juicy Bird.
Break away from the everyday to Smithfield's Chicken and Barbecue.
Victims of crimes James Bloodworth is accused of committing breathing a sigh of relief after he was arrested and put behind bars in Wake County. Lori, one of the victims, feels safer leaving her home with Bloodworth locked up. She told WTVD she hadn't left the house since he stole her car at gunpoint, fearing the man who not only stole her car, but she says also her sense of security.
I never really thought I would be in a predicament where I would fear my life.
Bloodworth's first court appearance is scheduled today. Duke University has found that when states go through a period of widespread job loss, the damage extends to the next generation and college attendance drops among lower-income students. Professor Anna Gassman-Pines with the Sanford School of Public Policy at Duke says that higher-income students' attendance doesn't change after the job loss because their families have savings to buffer them from economic change.
For lower-income families who don't have that kind of savings or that kind of cushion, it can be really distressing and stressful to be seeing people in your community lose jobs and to start to wonder, what if that happened to my parent? What if that happened to, an adult in my household? How would we get by?
Gassman Pine says that younger people's emotional attachment to their families and their communities is strong enough that they feel distressed about the impact those job losses can mean for the future. National Weather Service forecaster Andy Gorlow says broiling temperatures will be felt across the Southwest this week.
Our hottest day of the week should be on Tuesday, and we're looking right around 117 for a high, which would tie our all-time high temperature record here in Las Vegas.
The surf along North Carolina's Outer Banks, the training ground for Secret Service agents learning to rescue U.S. presidents and their families. According to the Virginian pilot, some 10 agents responsible for protecting President Trump, his predecessors, and their families practiced ocean rescues off Kitty Hawk.
Get the best results for your marketing dollars with a professional team at WCAB. Call Tracy or Jim at 287-3356.
From ABC News, I'm Tom Rivers in London. The British capital rocked by yet another apparent terror outrage, the third here in just over 3 months. This time, the target, Muslim worshippers who had just departed from the large Finsbury Park Mosque a few minutes after midnight local time. A van veered and rammed into the departing crowd. A man got out of the vehicle and was immediately surrounded by people, including this man, Abdul.
I attacked him down to the ground with the help of other people.
And he says the driver was talking.
He was running, he said, I'm going to kill more people, because he was going his punches with his hand. And when he was on the ground, I asked him, why did you do that? Why? Innocent people. He goes, I want to kill Muslims.
The 48-year-old has been arrested on suspicion of attempted murder. London's Mayor Sadiq Khan, the first Muslim to serve in that position, is urging the public to stand together in an unprecedented period in the capital's history. I'm ABC's Tom Rivers in London. Now with more, here's Sherry Preston.
It has now been confirmed that at least 79 people are either dead or missing in the London high-rise fire. A Russian diplomat condemning the United States for shooting down a Syrian Air Force fighter jet, calling it an act of aggression. Both parties are seeing tomorrow's runoff election in the Georgia 6th Congressional District as a bellwether of the 2018 midterms.
Democrats have seen some light under a door that hasn't been open to them since 1979. The appointment of Tom Price to President Trump's cabinet has created an opening, and Democrat Jon Ossoff hopes to step through. He faces Karen Handel in tomorrow's runoff. She's feeling just as confident that the Georgia 6th will remain Republican.
That's ABC's Jim Ryan. Presidential advisor Jared Kushner is traveling to the Middle East this week to work toward a peace deal between the Israelis and the Palestinians. It's something former Presidents Clinton, Bush, and Obama all tried and failed to achieve. You're listening to ABC News.
A good night's sleep starts with the right pillow. That's where MyPillow comes in, and now for a limited time, just go to MyPillow.com, click the radio listener special tab, and use promo code SKY to get 2 premium king or queen pillows and 2 additional Go Anywhere travel pillows, all for 50% off and free shipping. That's MyPillow.com, promo code SKY, or call 1-800-635-1825. 1-800-635-1825.
Comfort is something we all want to feel. No one knows this better than Serta, America's #1 mattress manufacturer. Discover Serta's all-new mattress collections. Experience our latest iComfort memory foam sleep system that helps comfortably cool and support every curve of your body. Or put your sleep problems to rest with the newly redesigned Perfect Sleeper. Offers good at participating retailers. Find a local retailer at sertaretailers.com. Experience Serta Comfort today at America's Mattress and Slumber Kids in Hickory.
The bodies of the 7 American sailors who died following that cargo ship collision off the coast of Japan have all been recovered, and all 7 have been identified. ABC's Janae Norman has more.
The collision pitted the 9,000-ton USS Fitzgerald against the 30,000-ton ACX Crystal cargo ship. The destroyer T-boned in the middle of the night, immediately flooding the cramped compartments where more than 100 of the crew slept. The Navy called off the search for survivors and announced divers found the bodies of the 7 missing sailors, though it's unclear if they were killed by the impact of the crash or drowned in the flooding. The U.S. Navy has promised to launch at least 2 investigations to figure out exactly what happened and how a huge container ship managed to hit the sophisticated U.S. destroyer. Janae Norman, ABC News, Washington.
After President Trump tweeted days ago he was being investigated and a member of his legal team said over the weekend he is not. Or is he?
He said it once.
Now he's being investigated.
And President Trump attorney Jay Sekulow said it again.
So he's being investigated.
To Chris Wallace on Fox News Sunday, then telling Wallace in the same interview that the president can't be indicted.
Because there's not an investigation. And there's,
you don't know whether Wallace processing.
Oh boy, this is weird.
The special counsel's hired 13 attorneys already, sources tell ABC News. Chuck Severson, ABC News.
At least 7 people recovering from injuries after a shooting at Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. They were all blocking traffic on the main drag when somebody got out of a car, pulled out a gun, and began firing. The whole thing caught and shown on Facebook Live. This is ABC News.
My name is Jim. I'm a veteran, and I lost both legs in Vietnam. My victory was proving that disability is not a limitation.
I'm Julius. I'm a veteran. My victory was going from homeless to home.
At DAV, we're on a mission, helping veterans of all generations get the benefits they've earned.
I'm Cece. My victory was finishing my education.
When America's veterans win, we all win. Help us support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
We'll see a mix of clouds and sun today. It should be warm and humid, and we could have some hit and miss showers and maybe a couple of stronger severe thunderstorms, mainly in the afternoon and evening. Highs today will reach about 84 to 89. We'll have a good shot at evening showers and storms tonight. Those will taper off later with lows in the upper 60s to low 70s. We'll run a little less humid on Tuesday under variably cloudy skies. A slender chance of a thunder shower, mainly over the southern half of the state. Highs about 76 to 81. I'm Mike Moss in the Weather Center.
And we're already up to 73, humid, and 73 degrees, working our way toward getting up to about 84, almost there, almost 11 degrees away. Heat index around 90 today. Sun's beginning to peek out behind the clouds a little bit here in downtown Whiteside Road. Looking toward the weekend, Friday mostly cloudy with the same forecast, scattered thunderstorms likely, highs around 86. Saturday partly cloudy with scattered thunderstorms, highs around 88. And Sunday, same forecast. So it's going to be in and out, off and up and down forecast this week with some possibility of rain and some thunder showers developing, but some sun as well. So we'll watch all of that this week for you. Six minutes after 8 o'clock, congratulations to Ray and Anita Rice. They won the cake this morning from Granny B's. They're celebrating 40 years as married, 40 anniversary, so congratulations. And we're being kind to Amanda Butterfield. She's a doctor over at White Oak Manor, Oscar Justice Drive, so we want to wish her a happy birthday as well. Our next Owls game, broadcast Owls game, is Thursday evening, 7:05. They go up against Lexington. And last night they beat Asheboro 2-1, and they've got other games on the docket for this week. But our radio broadcast, next one is on Thursday. at 7:05. Now tonight we have Braves and San Francisco Giants. That's 6:20 airtime, and we'll join that pregame following News 13 at 6. With the Giants today, tomorrow, and Wednesday, and pick up with the Brewers on Friday and Saturday, and again on Sunday. And on Sunday we have a Toyota Save Mart 350 race from Sonoma Raceway on Sunday afternoon at 2 o'clock. And here is Anita now with the job market information for us on this Monday morning. Anita, how you doing?
I'm doing fine. How about you?
Doing great, thanks. Tell us where some jobs are.
Well, we do have a income maintenance caseworker in Mill Springs that does require a high school diploma and a year's experience. We have an administrative assistant in Spindale that does require 6 months experience, and they want some college. We have a warehouse assistant in Spindale, and that does require a high school diploma and a driver's license and 3 months experience. We have a maintenance technician in Spindale. It does only requires a year's experience. We have a carpenter in Rutherfordton. It does require a year's experience. And 2 truck drivers. One is a box truck and one is just a regular pickup and delivery. They don't require any high school experience. We're still taking applications for Everest. They do require a high school diploma, and they are 12-hour shifts. We do have some CNA jobs. They're different locations. They don't require any experience, and you can inquire about any of these. You just come by our office or contact us, and we're, of course, at 223 Charlotte Road in Rutherfordton.
All right, Anita, thank you so very much for that report, and we look forward to talking to you folks again next Monday.
You have a good day.
Thanks. Bye. And that's some job opportunities for us. So let's go get them.
Oh, boy.
Hi, I'm the neighborhood vehicle inspector, and I need to test drive your new Jeep Grand Cherokee Limited.
Phil, we've been friends for years. I know it's you.
What, Phil? Who? Now, if you'll just hand over the keys.
Hand over that disguise, play a Jeep brand scratch-off, and maybe you could win one of your own.
Oh, cool. Can I drive it to the store?
Oh, you can ride shotgun.
Sweet!
Jeep brand scratch-offs from the North Carolina Education Lottery with over $12 million in cash prizes. Plus, enter for a chance to win your choice of a 2017 Jeep Grand Cherokee Limited, Jeep Renegade Trailhawk, or Jeep Wrangler Unlimited Rubicon.
Must be 18 to play. Approximate overall odds of winning, including break-even prizes, are 1 in 4.18. Approximate odds to win a top prize are 1 in 960,000. Odds of winning the Jeep brand second chance promotion drawings will depend on the number of eligible entries received. Problem Gambling Helpline 877-718-5543. Jeep, the Jeep Grill, and related logos, vehicle model names, and trade dress are trademarks of FCA US LLC, used under the license by MDI Entertainment LLC.
Let's look at some stories now from here and there, from other sources being reported. The Daily Courier is reporting about a man being transported to Cleveland Regional. Richard Anthony Flynn was driving a Dodge minivan on 12 Oaks Drive, Forey City, Saturday morning, failed to stop at the stop sign and crossed over Oak Street. He traveled about 15 feet down an embankment and overturned. He was transported to Cleveland Regional Medical Center by ambulance. His small dog was with him in the vehicle and appeared to have sustained minor injuries as well. Assisting at the scene were Forey City Police Department, Forey City Fire and Rescue, and Rutherford County Rescue. So we hope he's going to be all right. Spindale commissioners will meet tonight to discuss the budget. Public hearing to dominate the town meeting in Forey City set for them. A story also on Bill Howard, a retired United States Navy corpsman who served in the Korean War, participated in a Blue Ridge honor flight last month. He was accompanied by his son Michael and friend Boyd Lane. Good story there on them. Chimney Rock couple received Community Impact Award. Barbara and Buck Belinsky held an oversized check for $1,000 given in their honor to the Chimney Rock Fire Department and the Community Development Association by the Hickory Gorge Foundation. Beside Chimney Rock Village is standing with them is Mayor Peter O'Leary. So they congratulate them on their good work. They have a story on the new VP at Isothermal, Dr. Dolly Horton, has hit the ground running, they say. The new Vice President of Academic and Student Services at Isothermal Community College has jumped in there trying to find her way around the college and meeting new people and getting to work at the college. Other stories this morning, a Gastonia man now faces charges in the weekend death of a Lincoln County motorcyclist. Misty LaShawn Hill was driving her Lexus SUV on Linwood Road near Crowder's Mountain early Sunday morning. She was turning left onto Chapel Grove Road when her vehicle collided with the orange motorcycle driven by Leslie Todd Farkas of Vale. Farkas died at the scene after Hill veered into his lane of traffic. Authorities believe Hill was traveling around 45 miles per hour in a 35-mile zone when she struck Farkas, who had slowed to 5 miles per hour, according to the accident report. Hill, 42, was charged with misdemeanor death by vehicle Wednesday morning. She was released from Gaston County Jail after posting a $2,500 bond. Farkas is a member of the 13 Misfits motorcycle group, was on his way to a friend's house to retrieve his car a day after completing a benefit ride for cystic fibrosis awareness. He was the only caretaker for his disabled mother. Since his death Sunday, more than $2,000 has been raised for funeral expenses and his mother's needs. Farkas was the first of 2 fatalities on Gaston County roads Sunday. Later Sunday morning, a Duluth, Georgia man, Than Nguyen, died after a collision on I-85 south near Kings Mountain. Well, the Polk County Board of Commissioners is sending state legislators a resolution opposing a current bill before the North Carolina House of Representatives. House Bill 581 is currently being considered regulating billboards. The Polk County Board of Commissioners met June 5th and discussed the bill and its possible impact on local governments and the North Carolina Department of Transportation. The main impacts would be that local governments could lose control over the state, allowing billboards that are illuminated, and increase costs for local governments and the DOT for relocating billboards during construction projects. Polk County currently has regulations banning billboards throughout the county, including I-26 and US 74. Some billboards were grandfathered in prior to that county's ban. Commissioner Ray Gasperson said he's very supportive of opposing the bill. He said he'd heard stories from the 1990s when commissioners passed the ordinance regulating billboards in Polk County and heard it was very contentious. Gasperson said from what he understands, commissioners then really went to bat with some commissioners not winning the next election. The bill is still in committee, the North Carolina House, during the county's last meeting. The Senate has not yet considered that bill. Well, another accident hit a pedestrian. A Charlotte driver ran a red light, hit and killed a pedestrian, then drove off, according to this report. Charlotte Mecklenburg police are seeking the driver of a white Honda Pilot who allegedly ran a red light, killed a pedestrian on Freedom Drive Sunday evening. It happened around 11:30 p.m. in the 3900 block of Freedom Drive. Officers arrived to find a male lying in the left lane. He was pronounced dead by medic personnel at the scene. The victim had not yet been identified as early this morning. Witnesses told investigators a white SUV ran the red light on Ashley Road and turned left onto Freedom Drive. The witness stated the SUV drove west on Freedom Drive and struck the pedestrian. The white SUV was last seen driving south on Interstate 85. Evidence gathered on the scene suggested the suspect vehicle is a white Honda Pilot and will have damage on the front left and fog light housing will be missing. Any witnesses or happen to see this van, please call your local officials and have that reported, or call Crime Stoppers at 704-334-1600. Well, down in Atlanta, Georgia, crazy story. Why they call them moms, I do not know. But authorities have located a woman they say left her child alone with strangers at the Hartsville-Jackson International Airport on Friday and skipped town. According to NBC affiliate 11 Alive, investigators say Miranda Heckman Harvey, 29, had driven her daughter from their home in Odenton, Maryland, to the airport, which is 700 miles away. When she got to the airport, she asked a couple at the atrium to watch the 4-year-old while she shopped. She never returned, and the couple contacted the Atlanta Police Department. Police say Harvey rented white Nissan Versa with the Florida tag HKNA25 and then left town. On Saturday, Harvey was found at the Graduate Hotel in Athens, Georgia, after someone with the hotel contacted authorities and said she was there. Harvey is currently being evaluated by local medical personnel. It's unclear if any charges have been filed against the mother at this time, but they should be. They should be charging her with abandonment or something. Why would you do that? Why would you do it unless you're sick? Well, here's an odd story. Lucky for him, but odd for the rest of us to consider, and those of you who particularly buy lottery tickets. Within a 48-hour time span, a Little River man realized he had won the lottery twice. South Carolina lottery officials say the man realized he had a winning ticket Monday night when he checked his numbers. That ticket was worth $100,000. The next morning, he checked a separate Powerball ticket and discovered it too was worth $100,000. The Little River resident purchased both tickets at the Food Line on Highway 9 in Longs for Saturday's $447 million Powerball drawing. While he missed the jackpot by one number, the man says he and his wife are more than happy with the $200,000. His secret? Well, he's played the same number for years, and it finally paid off, despite his wife's skepticism when he first told her the good news. She said, "You're lying." He said, "No, I'm not lying. I've got 5 of these 6 numbers." He recalls saying while showing her the Powerball ticket, he waited until they were in the car on the way to the lottery's claim center in Columbia to tell her about the second win. He said, "Wouldn't it be great if we know the other couple that won?" she said. Not being able to hold the secret any longer, the man looked at his wife, told her about win number 2. "You're looking at that winner," he said, laughing. "The other ticket's on the dash." The couple doesn't have any big plans for the $200,000 prize money. Not yet anyway. I've always wanted a little boat, said the wife. The winning Powerball tickets for June 10th were 20, 26, 32, 38, 58, and Powerball 3. And for selling the claim tickets, Food Line in Longs received a commission of $2,000. So there you go. Some people just hit it lucky. Some people never do. We have the sheriff's report with Officer Bailey coming up here in just a moment.
Why are you fidgeting so much? What's that spinning noise?
Fidget spinners.
Where'd you get those at?
Smith's Drugs gift shop.
What else do they got there?
Toys, games, costumes, puzzles.
Puzzles too. Hey, listen, if you all want to looking for a gift and you want to come down to Smith Drugs, visit our gift shop, and while you're there, get something to eat. Maybe pick up one of these fidget spinner things.
Do you need a legal consultation regarding wills, real estate closings, or Medicaid planning, or just legal representation? Contact attorneys Geraldine Willis, Kent Baldwin, or Martin Gerard at the Arledge Law Firm on East Court Street in Rutherfordton. With years of experience and expertise, Arledge Law Firm is your local professional law firm that really cares about their clients, and it shows. Whatever the situation you're facing, call 828-287-3338. Let this professional team go to work for you. Do you have a doctor's appointment that requires you to drive outside the county and have to deal with traffic and congestion in the surrounding cities? Well, Rutherford County Transit is here to help you. We go out of the county every week to doctor's appointments. Just give us a call at 828-287-6141. Now here's the schedule. Shelby, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Asheville and Hendersonville, Monday and Thursday. Columbus on Monday. Charlotte, Tuesday and Wednesday. Gastonia, Tuesday and Wednesday. Mooresville on Tuesday. Kings Mountain, Wednesday. Spartanburg, Thursday. Hickory and Morganton, Monday. Winston-Salem, Tuesday. Durham, Chapel Hill on Thursday. Again, that's Shelby, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Asheville and Hendersonville, Monday and Thursday. Columbus on Monday. Charlotte, Tuesday and Wednesday. Gastonia, Tuesday and Wednesday. Mooresville, Tuesday. Kings Mountain, Wednesday. Spartanburg, Thursday. Hickory and Morganton on Monday. Winston-Salem, Tuesday. And Durham, Chapel Hill on Thursday. Remember, let Rutherford County Transit help you by calling us at 828-287-6141.
Rutherford Surgical Associates offers expert treatment of conditions ranging from hernias and appendicitis to diseases of the lungs, chest, abdomen, liver, and stomach. Our surgeons also deliver expert wound care at Rutherford Wound Care in Hyperbarics in Forest City. Rutherford Surgical Associates is welcoming new patients, and more information is available at 828-286-1743 or online at www.myrutherfordregional.com/general surgery.
We'll have the sports update in just a few moments, but let me remind you, though, that the Forest City Owls had a good night last night. They did have a rain delay for a period of time there, but the Owls came back and won 2-1. Owls over Asheboro, 2-1 last night. And the Braves had a good day yesterday also. They beat the Marlins 5-4, so it was a good day for baseball here on the radio. Saturday, the Braves won over the Marlins in 10 innings, 8-7. So the Braves are not doing too bad this year. They're coming along really nicely, and the Owls are doing fantastic. And our next broadcast game for the Owls is going to be Thursday evening. Right now, here is Officer Bailey with the report.
In the last 48 hours, the Sheriff's Office has responded to 273 calls for service. There's been 17 arrests made, and the jail is currently housing 189 inmates. On incident reports, a Stanley Coffey of Forest City reported a break and enter in a motor vehicle and a larceny after breaking and entering. James Boatwright of Mooresboro reported a felony breaking and entering, larceny after breaking and entering, and larceny of a motor vehicle. Martin Lipscomb of Henrietta reported some found property. There was a tan backpack found with various personal items. Kirk Biddix of Morganton reported a larceny of a motor vehicle. And for arrest reports, Wendell Bullock of Forest City was charged with non-support of a child and received a $100 bond. Brian Sisk of Forest City was charged with failure to appear on a misdemeanor and received a $6,000 secure bond. Jeffrey Callahan of Mooresboro was charged with disorderly conduct and resist a public officer. He received a $2,500 secure bond. Jamie Deaton of Mooresboro was served with a show cause order. Lee Logan of Rutherford was charged with misdemeanor probation violation and received a $5,000 secured bond. Crystal Sams of Mooresboro was also served with a show cause order. That's about all I have this morning.
Do you need some extra money in your pocket? Try Insurance Service Associates, your local independent agent. We can shop your auto and home insurance with several companies to get you better coverage and the best rate. Insurance Service Associates at 127 East Trade Street in Forest City for auto, home, or commercial insurance. More choices, better coverage, best rate. That's Insurance Service Associates, 245-5301.
Got our sports update coming up, and we'll be back on the flip side of that with more stuff I want you to know about.
NCN Sports, I'm Josh Zach. Mel Brooks gave us Spaceballs in this bizarre line from that classic film.
Ready, Kafka?
And Brooks...
Kafka?
No, Koepka gave us his first major victory at the U.S. Open at Erin Hills. The 27-year-old Floridian won by 4 shots over Brian Harmon and Hideki Matsuyama. He grabbed control with 3 straight birdies on the back 9 and matched Rory McIlroy's U.S. Open record by finishing at 16 under.
That's probably the most emotion I've ever showed coming down the stretch. I mean, it feels amazing, and, to get my name on this trophy with so many other great names, it's truly an honor.
Paired up with Koepka in the final round, 4th-place finisher Tommy Fleetwood says he can build off this experience.
I enjoyed playing late on Saturday and Sunday, and next time, whenever that comes, that I play well enough to get myself in contention.
The only drama at the end was whether Koepka would birdie on the par 5 18th to break Rory McIlroy's scoring record in relation to par. Did not happen. The putt was way too long, but the number 22 player in the world is the 7th straight first-time major champion in men's golf. Kyle Larson took control on a restart with 5 laps left and raced to his second NASCAR Cup Series victory of the season. He held off Chase Elliott at Michigan International Speedway. The runner-up Elliott said Larson ran a smart race at the end.
I tried to keep him behind me, and our car kind of fired off a little bit snug, and just had to wait a little while to get freed up, and he took advantage of that and went on to win. So happy for him. Had a fast car, did a good job, and executed his race well.
The win was Larson's 3rd of his career and the 2nd in a row at Michigan. Elliott's 2nd place finish was his 2nd in a row at Michigan. He was runner-up behind Larson in last year's race as well. Joey Logano finished third. Denny Hamlin, who won Saturday's Xfinity event, finished fourth, and Jamie McMurray rounded out the top five. This is NCN Sports.
This is Brian Geisinger from the ACC Sports Journal. Here's a look what we have at ACCSports.com today. At the ACC Analytics tab, we take a look at which ACC basketball teams were the best after a timeout last season. The best and worst in the conference may surprise you with some of those results. For the full scoop and all key numbers you need to know, head to the ACC Analytics page. Over at the David Glenn tab, stop by and hear some of DG's recent conversations with the best from around the ACC, including Clemson's Dabo Swinney, Justin Jackson of UNC, along with Commissioner John Swafford. The 2017 ACC Football Preview Magazine is out. You can order your copy online or pick one up at Barnes & Noble. Coverage for all 14 teams, along with Notre Dame and some recruiting. For latest news on the Tar Heels, Devils, Deacons, Wolfpack, and the rest of the ACC, make sure to check out ACCSports.com. I'm Brian Geisinger.
The Charlotte Hornets worked out draft prospects on Sunday at Spectrum Center. Multiple players that could be chosen in their number 11 position attended. They included 2017 draft-eligible players Justin Jackson from North Carolina and Duke's Luke Kennard. So who will the Hornets select as their stars of the future? On Saturday, Hornets GM Rich Cho discussed the upcoming annual shopping season we call the NBA Draft.
Well, one thing that we feel like was really lacking last year, we took a step back, was our bench. So in general, want to improve the depth, need a backup point guard.
The consensus player in the number 11 spot in mock drafts is Gonzaga forward Zach Collins. We'll see. The NBA Draft, rounds 1 and 2, Thursday night. Josh, Zach, NCN Sports.
When it comes to foot and ankle care, not all physicians are the same. While many can treat very simple conditions, only a very few can offer specialized care. For example, when choosing a foot and ankle physician, you'll want to ask if the physician has had more than the minimum level of training when diagnosing and treating your condition. Only very few physicians can say they've done extra research and studies on the complex challenges that foot and ankle care can present. Right here in Rutherford County, there's only one physician who can say he is a fellowship-trained foot and ankle surgeon. Dr. Jason Glover of Rutherford Orthopedics has completed additional training in Ohio and Illinois in order to offer a greater level of expertise in foot and ankle care than any other physician in this region. If you're suffering from foot and ankle pain from an injury or just getting older, call Dr. Jason Glover at 828-287-9260 for more information. You know, Oakland Feed and Seed, Oakland Road in Spindale, has been part of the family for years. Your granddad, your dad, and now this generation is depending on the great inventory, excellent service, and better pricing. Listen to some of these items we need probably right about now. 10-10-10 fertilizer, $9.50 a bag. Dog food, fire and ant killer in spray and granular. Flea and tick prevention. Carpenter bee traps, weed killer, and so much more. Go see Scott and his team today at 770 Oakland Road, Spindale, and keep the family tradition going.
A new contract for Jimmy Johnson.
I'm as hungry as I've ever been and as focused and dedicated on doing my job.
Plus more from Michigan.
That's pretty cool to see. I don't think I saw one negative thing.
I was so excited because I'm a little part of the movie.
You know, I've played with those pros before, and they're just on another level.
Mark Garrow and PRN's Garage Pass.
Want an easy way to help take care of your vehicle? Since 1936, Z-Max Micro Lubricant has been the one product working to fight against carbon buildup in your engine and fuel system. Z-Max literally soaks into metal where it breaks up harmful carbon deposits, helping improve performance and extend engine life and reduce emissions. Use it in your new or used vehicle. Z-Max is an easy application you can pour yourself into your fuel and oil. Get Z-Max today at zmax.com or visit your local auto parts store. Also available for firearms.
Wix has the perfect filter for how
Dave Eubanks
drives if
Dave
drives like a
crazed chipmunk, stopping and changing lanes in rush hour traffic.
Wix has no problem. Whether you have a normal everyday drive or an extreme drive or anything in between, we have the filter that'll protect your vehicle. Now, when it comes to your
genophobia, a fear of knees,
you'll have to deal with that yourself. Wix Filters will get you there. Go to wixfilters.com to find the distributor near you.
proving retirement is nowhere in sight, on the opening day at Michigan, Jimmy Johnson let everybody know Rick Hendrick has signed him to a contract extension good through the 2020 season. Johnson is going to be 45 at the end of the new deal and has no idea how many years he's got left.
I don't have a vision of if it's 3, if it's 5, if it's 7, I don't know. But I do know I'm having a great time and I don't want to stop right now. I've said it before and continue to say that, when the fire does go out, I'll step down. I don't have any framework now on a timeline. I just know that I've got 3 more years of trying to go out there and win championships and win races, and I'm as hungry as I've ever been and as focused and dedicated on doing my job.
Sponsor Lowe's also announced a contract extension with the 48 team, but for only 1 year. Now, Johnson was 5th fast in the opening practice for the Firekeepers Casino 400. Quickest was Kyle Larson, followed by Kyle Busch, Joey Logano, and Martin Truex Jr. Ryan Blaney was 9th on the speed chart, coming off his very popular first ever Monster Energy Cup Series win.
I don't think I saw one negative thing on social media, which is really neat. You don't ever get that, and it's really neat that everyone supports the Wood Brothers like they do, and everyone wants to see them in victory lane. And for me, it's just a bonus to be driving for them.
Meanwhile, the Cars 3 movie is out this weekend. Daniel Suarez plays the role of Daniel Swervez and has already gotten a sneak preview.
I was so excited because I'm a little part of the movie, and as well because the story of the movie has a lot to do with NASCAR, and that's great.
And let's get you what you need. Get in the zone, AutoZone.
AutoZone presents Wash and Wax. Washing your car removes road grime and dirt buildup that can scratch your car's finish, while a good coat of wax helps protect that beautiful shine. And with summer right around the corner, it's the perfect time to pick up Armor All Protectant Wipes for just $3.99. So visit your local AutoZone. With over 5,000 locations, the right supplies and good advice are just around the corner. Let's get you what you need. See store for restrictions and details.
Get in the zone, AutoZone. The U.S. Open Golf Championship is this weekend, and as an avid golfer, Denny Hamlin was asked if one day he'd like to play in it.
I'd probably have to be on the range every single day if I wanted to try to qualify for the U.S. Open, but, I've played with those pros before, and they're just on another level. They're just that much better, so I think I could maybe tear up a few amateur tours here and there, but not sure I'll ever be pro in anything.
Mark Garrow and PRN's Garage Pass, brought to you in part by AutoZone.
For professional brake and tire service, call on Broadway Tire Service. For brakes, shocks, struts, batteries, alignments, North Carolina inspections, newer used tires, Broadway Tire carries brand name tires that give longer tire life, superior handling, and provide excellent driving performance. They also offer complete exhaust service with lifetime warranty, and of course, Broadway Tire satisfaction is always guaranteed. Bring your vehicle to the tire experts. Jacob Bradley and his trained staff are ready to assist you. Broadway Tire Service, West Main Street in 4A City, or call 245-4505.
We'll see a mix of clouds and sun today. It should be warm and humid, and we could have some hit and miss showers and maybe a couple of stronger severe thunderstorms, mainly in the afternoon and evening. Highs today will reach about 84 to 89. We'll have a good shot at evening showers and storms tonight. Those will taper off later with lows in the upper 60s to low 70s. We'll run a little less humid on Tuesday under variably cloudy skies. A slender chance of a thunder shower, mainly over the southern half of the state. Highs about 76 to 81. I'm Mike Moss in the Weather Center.
We're warming up pretty fast. We're up at 75 with our high expectations of 84 today. We're at 75 now, and we've had a little sun peeking out behind the clouds. Right now it's cloudy, and we have about a 70% chance of some showers with some thunder today. That's in the forecast every day this week, all the way through Saturday. Looks like Saturday's going to be scattered thunderstorms. Highs around 88 with the heat index around 93. Right now, though, let's enjoy this marvelous Monday. We're being kind to Amanda Butterfield. She's a doctor over at White Oak Manor. She's our Be Kind To person. And the birthday cake was won by Ray and Anita Rice. Their 40 years anniversary today. So we want to wish them a happy birthday anniversary. All right, let's see what else is going on. I guess you may have heard about the man listed as critical after he was pulled from the rip currents over in North Carolina Beach at Atlantic Beach. Young man is in critical condition after a pair were rescued from rip currents at Atlanta Beach on Sunday. We had told you last week about some of those, but then one of those towns, the mayor said everything was fine, but obviously it wasn't. The Greenville males ages 19 and 21 were rescued around 11 a.m. after getting caught in the rip current. Atlantic Beach Fire Chief Adam Snyder told WNCT that the 21-year-old was transported to a local hospital and is in critical condition. The rescue comes one day after a 56-year-old man died near the Henderson Avenue public beach access in Atlantic Beach after suffering cardiac arrest and drowning while trying to save two teenage girls from a rip current. That rip current death is the second in just over a week along the Crystal Coast. Last Saturday, 17-year-old Elijah Hennett of Goldsboro died after getting caught in a rip current in Emerald Isle. His body was spotted in the water by swimmers several days later. Red flags have been flying up and down the North Carolina coast since late last week because of the danger of those rip currents. Just to caution your folks, if they go into the beach, even at Myrtle Beach, just be careful about those undercurrents. They can be treacherous, and particularly apparently they're really rough over the Atlantic Beach of North Carolina, so they can really be dangerous, and already some lives have been lost because of it. Meanwhile, down in Myrtle Beach police have identified and apprehended a suspect in an overnight shooting on Ocean Boulevard, according to Lieutenant Joey Crosby of the Myrtle Beach Police. The identity of the suspect has not yet been released, according to the report from NewsWSPA.com. According to Lieutenant Joey Crosby, officers were called to the area of 5th Avenue North and Ocean Boulevard around 12:25 a.m. because of a large crowd. Before officers arrived, a fight broke out and one person pulled out a gun and shot the other. Lieutenant Crosby says an armed security officer witnessed the shooting and shot the suspect. The alleged shooter then shot numerous rounds and escaped the scene by carjacking a vehicle. Police officers found the stolen vehicle and have identified and apprehended a suspect in that case. 7 people were taken to the hospital with none life-threatening injuries. The security officer involved was also injured and treated at the scene. A patrol car was hit by the gunfire, but no officers were hurt in that. Ocean Boulevard is supposed to be one of those where you just go sort of shag on the boulevard, and you're not supposed to be caught up in a shooting like that. But 7 people hurt, 1 arrested. A couple of things. Avoid big crowds that are angry. Stay away from them. You won't get hurt. And second, keep your temper cooled during those hot times at Myrtle Beach. No sense in getting involved in something that has nothing related to you, and just be patient as everything goes. Meanwhile, at another beach, Boynton Beach in Florida, a Boynton Beach toddler, listen to this, Boynton Beach toddler pulled a loaded gun out of a toy box as police were investigating his home for possible child neglect. He's a toddler now. They had apparently hid the gun in the toy box, thinking whenever people came, or the laws came, they wouldn't think about a gun being in the toy box. But the toddler knew it was there, pulled out the gun. It was loaded. Police say the Florida Department of Children and Families was called to the home to speak to the child's mother, who's 34-year-old Rosalind Fennell, about child neglect allegations and complaints they received about a man selling drugs out of the home. Thus the gun. As Fennell was being questioned by a police officer and a DCF worker, the cop observed her 3-year-old child pull a loaded black 9mm semi-automatic pistol out of his My Little Learning toy box and start handling it. Officers immediately took the gun from the child. Police say the gun was loaded with a bullet in the chamber and the safety was off. Can you imagine how dangerous that could have been? That little kid, that woman doesn't deserve to have any children. Officers searched the house for other potential hazards and found a box of 9mm ammunition sitting on top of a refrigerator in plain sight next to the black scale and a pink makeup bag carrying 6 bags of white pink powder weighing 0.6 grams in total. The powder tested positive as oxycodone. Fennell was taken into custody and charged with child neglect. She was released from the Palm Beach County Jail Wednesday on a $3,000 bond. Palm Beach Post says Fennell also faces charges for failure to appear in court and violating release addition, adding an extra $500 to her bond. She's back in court July 13th. So what's going to happen now between now and July 13th? I know parole or getting out on time, a good name is a good thing sometimes, but some of these people just don't need to get out on the street once they've been put behind bars. They ought to be kept there until their court date, because I don't know. I'm sure they took the kid away from her. But how stupid and dumb would that be, a mother or somebody putting that loaded gun in the toy box? And the 3-year-old reaching in the toy box, pulling it out while the police officers were there. Safety was off. There was a bullet in the chamber. That kid was handling that gun. Meanwhile, over in Lexington, North Carolina, authorities say an escaped jail inmate is dangerous after he put a detention officer in the hospital. The Davidson County Sheriff's Office said Sunday that 23-year-old Benjamin Lee Small of Thomasville attacked the female guard, ran from the Lexington jail, and got away despite a foot chase by fellow detention officers. Authorities say the jailer suffered serious injuries late Saturday that are not life-threatening. Small was being held ahead of court appearance next month for charges including felony breaking and entering. State prison records show Small has been sentenced to probation on previous convictions, including for larceny. See, they've sentenced them on probation. They're out running around doing the same thing they did when they got arrested in the first place. And why let them out on probation if they're mean people? They don't honor and recognize the law. Small stands 5 feet 1 inch tall and weighs about 135 pounds. He has brown hair, hazel eyes, fair skin with tattoos on his left and right arm. He escaped jail. He attacked a guard, ran for it, and he's been out walking around doing other mean stuff. And they got to go get him now and put him back in. I mean, I believe fairness is fairness, but when you break down the fairness regulation, you need to go back to jail and stay there until they can do something with you. Well, you may not have heard much about this. They're not talking about this very much. They're talking about the London incident on news pretty much. But the United States shot down a Syrian fighter plane. And we said we will not hesitate to defend coalition or partner forces from any threat. For the first time, a U.S. fighter plane on Sunday shot down a Syrian aircraft after the Assad regime Su-22 dropped bombs near U.S.-backed rebels near the ISIS stronghold of Raqqa. And what the U.S. military said was an act of collective self-defense of coalition-partnered forces. U.S. FA-18E Super Hornet fighter jet immediately shot down the Syrian aircraft after it dropped bombs near Syrian Democratic Forces positioned south of Tabqa, which lies southwest of Raqqa. The coalition's mission is to defeat ISIS in Syria and Iraq, the coalition known as Operation Inherent Resolve. They said in the statement, the coalition does not seek to fight Syrian regime. Russia or pro-regime forces partnered with them, but will not hesitate to defend coalition or partner forces from any threat. Now, that's what was happening. They were threatening our partnership and our coalition and our friends, so we shot down a Syrian fighter plane. About 2 hours before the shootout, the Pentagon said pro-regime forces had attacked an SDF-held town called Jadin, wounding a number of SDF fighters and driving the SDF from the town. The Syrian Army General Command said the coalition had shot down one of the Army's warplanes in Al-Safad region in Raqqa, southern countryside, while it was carrying out a combatant mission against ISIS terrorist organization, causing it to down it and missing its pilot. Well, Sunday's incident is the latest and most serious yet in a series of clashes between the U.S.-backed anti-ISIS coalition and the Assad regime and its allies. See, they don't understand what they're dealing with now with this with Mad Dog. They just don't know what they're dealing with when they're dealing with that man. And I'm glad we got some folks bold enough to fight for our safety and fight against our enemies and stand up with our allies. We haven't had that for 8 years. We haven't had it. We just sort of turn our backs and pat everybody on the back and stand, hold hands and sing Kumbaya. But you see where it's gotten us. Now we have a military leader that says we're going to stand by our allies, we're going to protect the American people, and we're going to shoot you down if you do an attack. And that's what happened. Got a good force there. And I hope they continue being strong and fight for our freedoms and fight for our safety against ISIS. We got to wipe them out, folks, or they're going to wipe us out.
Washburn and Dorsey Funeral and Cremation Service owner Kent Dorsey, along with staff members Bob Billingsley, Randy Bostick, Jamie Shelton, Reverend Dean Vaughn, and Michael Sersland, invite you to their website at www.washburndorsey.com for online obituaries and up-to-date weather information. In a day of out-of-state owned funeral homes in the area, Washburn and Dorsey is one of your locally owned funeral homes. Monograms and More is your monogramming headquarters with a store full of handbags, totes, cosmetic cases, a new line of John Wynn jewelry, clutches, beach towels, sun hats, 14-karat gold, and sterling silver initial charm bracelets, and also enjoy a wall full of beautiful handmade earrings. Also baby items and accessories, plush bathrobes, some clothing, and more. Free monogramming excluding sale items. That's Monograms and More, South Main Street in Rutherfordton. If you haven't heard, Monograms and More is for sale. For inquiries, please call 828-286-2266 and ask for Stacy.
Ladies and gentlemen, with the help of Laura Hodge at the Medicine Box of Rutherfordton, you can get all your medicines synchronized. That promotes better compliance. No more trying to remember if you've taken this medicine or not. It takes the pressure off trying to remember what comes next. Ask about the RX Simplicity, or just tell them you want your medicine synchronized. Remember also, Medicine Box of Rutherfordton is the place to get Dr. Comfort therapeutic footwear. You will be able to feel the difference. The Medicine Box of Rutherfordton is the home of the Two Old Goats lotion for joint pain that's working so well for many people in this area. Stop in and ask about it today at Medicine Box of Rutherfordton, right beside the Napa store, Charlotte Road, Rutherfordton.
Thank you for making WCAB your radio station of choice for 50 years. Let's keep it going. Turn it up. We're AM 59 WCAB.
Well, I know JR would really be proud of this if JR was still around. The city of Dallas, Texas, passed an ordinance stating that if a driver is pulled over by law enforcement and is not able to provide proof of insurance, the car is towed in. Pulled over by the law, if they can't prove they have insurance, the car is towed. To retrieve the car, after being impounded, they must show proof of insurance to have the car released. This has made it easy for the city of Dallas to remove uninsured cars. Shortly after the no insurance ordinance was passed, the Dallas impound lots began to fill up and were full after only 9 days. Over 80% of the impounded cars were driven by illegals. Over 80% of them were driven by illegals. Now, not only must they provide proof of insurance to have their cars released, they have to pay for the cost of the tow, a $350 fine, and $20 for every day their car is kept in the lot. Guess what? Accident rates have gone down 47%, and Dallas's solution gets uninsured drivers off the road without making them show proof of nationality. I wonder how this will get around other parts of the state. Just brings tears to your eyes, doesn't it? Go Big D, go Dallas. Maybe other states ought to be looking into that possibility as well. Well, I'm happy to report to you this morning that Southern Baptists say they're not going to be bullied by the LGBT movement. They push back against the LGBT activists. Furniture makers Mitchell Gold and Bob Williams, known for their work with the retail giant Pottery Barn, founded Faith in America, a nonprofit dedicated to ending what it calls religious-based prejudice, in 2006. They described their mission as a movement to end decades and centuries of using religious teachings to justify marginalizing and discriminating against others. The Southern Baptist leaders are standing firm against a coalition of LGBT activists that want them to declare that homosexuality is not a sin. They're pressuring the Southern Baptists to come out with an ordinance saying LGBT homosexuality is not a sin. Well, Ethics and Religious Liberty Commission President Russell Moore told CBN News that while Southern Baptists believe in the inherent dignity of all people and want to be known for love and compassion, we will not ignore the teachings of Jesus himself. Got a big here round of applause for the Southern Baptists. Yay! That's what he said. Ethics and Religious Liberty. That's the leader of the Ethics and Religious Liberty Commission President Russell Moore. Now, how the boldness of the whole convention is going to go with this, we're not sure. He also, he as in President Russell Moore, also rejected any question of compromise, noting to minimize or adjust a Christian sexual ethic would be to abandon the very message Jesus handed to us that we have no authority to do this. Faith in America, a nonprofit dedicated to ending what it calls religious-based prejudice, has organized the Baptist lobbying campaign at the annual convention in Phoenix last week with a multi-pronged approach that includes medical professionals, academics, and a billboard campaign. Now, the group is pressuring Baptists around LGBT health issues, charging that Southern Baptist theology physically harms LGBT youth. Spokesman Burns Strider, who is a longtime faith advisor for the Democratic Party, told CBN News, quote, "Our children who are LGBT are being harmed by church and family. I look forward to the day when homosexuality is no longer seen as a sin by so many churches," end quote. I bet he would be glad when that day comes. Faith in America says research published in 2009 in the well-respected Pediatrics Journal shows a link between LGBT youth raised in condemning households and their likelihood of attempting suicide versus those raised in affirming households. It released a statement saying LGBT kids raised in condemning religious families are 8 times more likely to attempt suicide than their LGBT peers from accepting homes. See how they're trying to rationalize that? But the study's lead researcher, Dr. Caitlin Ryan, director of the Family Acceptance Project at San Francisco State University, says Faith in America misreported the findings. Quote, "We did not say that LGBT youth from religiously condemning families were at an 8 times greater likelihood of dying by suicide," end quote. They were misquoting that statistic altogether. See, they don't tell the truth when they argue these points. Ryan says one study did show that LGBT young people who are highly rejected by their families during their adolescence were more than 8 times as likely to attempt suicide compared to peers from families that did not reject or only slightly rejected them. Ryan says what's most important is not a family's religious belief, but the behaviors that families exhibit toward members that are LGBT. She explained that evangelical families can positively influence health, noting a study that shows that family-accepting behaviors help to protect against suicidal behaviors, substance abuse, and depression, and help promote self-esteem and general health. Sing Oldham, spokesman for the Southern Baptist Convention, told CBN News that this is not the first time that Faith in America and related groups have demonstrated at the annual meeting. See how they take these names and make them sound really peachy keen. Faith in America. Now that sounds really wholesome, doesn't it? It's not the first time they boycotted. New Testament theologian Dr. Robert Gagnon is applauding Southern Baptists for holding fact to biblical teaching. They know that Jesus viewed God's creation of 2 and only 2 complementary sexes, male and female, as the foundation for all ethics. I applaud again the Southern Baptists. I hope they hold to that throughout this entire religious experience. So long, everybody. Have a wonderful, wonderful Monday. I'll see you back here bright and early tomorrow morning. Have a wonderful day.
NCN News. I'm Tony Rixby. 8 people injured in 3 shootings that erupted this weekend around heavily trafficked tourist areas in Myrtle Beach. Bubba Henson live-streamed a video of what started as a mob stalling traffic, but turned into a mass shooting on Ocean Boulevard early on Sunday morning.
Multiple people down. We're at 4th Avenue North. Stay away. Hey, go back inside. Cop is down. He's laying on the ground right there. That cop's laying on the ground, shot.
No officers were shot or injured, according to Myrtle Beach Police, but 7 people were hospitalized with non-life-threatening injuries, including the shooter, who police say was shot by an armed security officer on the scene. A 21-year-old man in critical condition after being caught in a riptide off Atlanta.